Hi everyone, I am Tomechi, I am software developer and I am the author of softwaredeveloper.blog, and today I'm going to show you how to use Git Bisect solely and how to automate Git Bisect with some script. In this example it's gonna be CodeceptJS. This video starts with theory of how Git Bisect works, but if you want to go straight to the demo, I will put information in this video description where it starts. First, let me tell you what is Git Bisect. Git Bisect is a tool which comes installed with Git, so you don't need to manually install it, which is meant to find commit, but not by commit details, for example, a text message or introduced div, but by behavior which given commit introduces to our system. So you need to be able to measure such behavior, and then you can use Git Bisect to help you find commit which introduced it. How does it work? Actually, it's really simple tool. Let's say that we know that in our system currently there's bad behavior. Simply speaking, there's bug. And that we know that this bug didn't exist in the past, so it got introduced by some commit. First, we need to tell Git Bisect that the newest commit is bad one, but by that we mean that this commit has bug already. And then we need to choose at least one commit which is good one. By that I mean that we know that this commit is free from this bug. There is no bug in it. Then Git Bisect chooses commit from the middle of this range. So this range of commit starts with good commit which has not bug, and bad commit which has bug. Chooses commit from the middle and simply ask us if this commit has bug already or not. So if it has bug, then Git Bisect knows that commit got introduced by this half of range. If this commit is free from bug, then Git Bisect knows that commit with bug, commit which introduced the bug, is somewhere in this half of range. And then algorithm repeats. So the range is smaller, and it comes to the point when we know that proper commit, given commit, introduced the bug. As you probably remember, this algorithm is called binary search. Okay, let's go to the demo. In this demo, we have website served from our system. As you can see, is served from localhost. Sorry that this website is in Polish, but in this demo it doesn't matter. What matters is that there are two buttons on the first part of the website, and both of them should scroll down to contact form and choose proper option from drop-down list. And please notice that changing option from drop-down list changes names in contact form as well. But we notice that first button in our website doesn't work, so we know that currently our version of system has bug. So let's choose Git Bisect to help us find which commit introduced this bug. Of course, this demo is really simple and we could find the bug without it, but sometimes there are situations where using testing is the easiest way to find bug, that it's not easy to find by debugging. So let's start Git Bisecting. To do so, we need to write Git Bisect start. Then we need to show commit which has bad behavior, which has bug. And as we know that our system currently has bug, we can simply use head, and head is taken by default, so we can simply write Git Bisect bad. Next, we need to show commit which is free of bug. If we don't know which commit is free of bug, we simply need to check. For example, git checkout 100 commits before and check if there is a bug or not, or 50 commits before. But in my situation, I know that previous release of this system was free from bug, so I can simply use tag from previous release, git bisect good and my tag. Okay, Git has already started bisecting. What we can do, what we need to do now is to tell if commit which was taken by Git Bisect has bug or has not. We simply need to check it. So I need to refresh our site and simply check. As we see, this commit is still with bug. We can additionally use Git Bisect Visualize to see how it works. We see that Git Bisect started from this commit and end of range is on our last commit, and here we check commit from the middle, and as it still has bug, we need to tell Git Bisect bad. Once again, Git has made range smaller. We can see it with Git Bisect Visualize. And once again, we need to check if this commit has bug. It has it, button doesn't work. Git Bisect bad. Once again, I refresh the site, I check. Oh, this one commit is without bug. So we just write Git Bisect good. Once again, we refresh site. Next chosen commit is with bug, so Git Bisect bad. We can check visualization. Oh, we see that currently range is really small. Once again, refresh. Good. Git Bisect good. And voila, we found the commit which introduced the bug. Despite the fact that we found commit which introduced the bug, we are still in bisecting mode. We can check it with git status or with Git Bisect Visualize. We are on the commit from the just before the one which introduced the bug. To stop bisecting, we need to write Git Bisect reset. And now we are at the commit which was chosen before bisecting. As you saw, the process was really simple. And actually, checking if our system at given commit has bug or has not can be automated, and we don't need to do it manually. In this demo, I have prepared two tests written in CodeceptJS. First test checks that when we press first button, then we see this text written in Polish, which means which can be found in this form here, which means that we are in this part of site, because when we are here we don't see it, so we are for sure in this part of site, and we know that this drop-down list has given proper option, because with this option we can see it here. Second test is really similar, because we check that when we press second button, then we see this text in Polish. This is here. So once again, we know that we are in proper part of site and with proper option in drop-down list. So currently we have bug, so running it should tell it. It works. First button doesn't work, and second button works. So, how to run it with Git Bisect? It's really simple. We just need to write Git Bisect run, and then we choose which script or program we want to run, and we can additionally give some parameters here. So in our example, we run Node.js with CodeceptJS with run flag and steps flag. It can be anything here. It can be shell script, it can be program, it can be anything. What you need to do is to return whether there is bug or there is not. It's all. So let's try it. Okay. First we need to start Git bisecting like before. So Git bisect start. And then we need to set commits range. So like before, Git bisect bet currently, Git bisect good previous release, and now let's use CodeceptJS. So currently CodeceptJS is checking commits which are given by Git bisect. It does exactly what we did before, but it does it in automated way. We don't need to do anything here. And voila, Git bisect found commit which introduced the bug. We didn't need to do anything. So, when to use Git bisect? Every time when you have bug which is difficult to find with standard debugging. I have seen developers who use binary search manually choose commit and test it. Git bisect is great help, especially when you have automated tests and you can simply create new scenario and use Git bisect to find commit which introduced the bug for you. In our demo, we didn't have to compile anything. Web server simply refreshed itself when file changed. But, of course, usually we have to compile something or do other preparation, which can be handled by Git bisect as well. We simply need to put it in our automated test. If you want to read more about it, I have created article at softwaredeveloperblog/Git Bisect. That's it. Thanks for watching and have a nice coding.